Hey, what's up, family? How y'all dozen? I'm sitting there drinking. Well, I was drinking a thing of coffee till I done drunk all of it. I ain't got no more. I need to go over and get some. Why I keep looking decrepit in each one of these videos? Every time I come on here, I look more and more like the Crypt Keeper. Y'all remember the Crypt Keeper? Tales from the Crypt. Y'all remember that? Need to bring it back. I'm sitting there thinking, and this video is partially fueled, mostly fueled by jealousy. If I'm 100% honest, Lord forgive me. I'm sitting there thinking, because I was just watching a brother's video that he made about the Romanian church here in Tokyo. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm going to link it down. It's on, I don't know if I need to ask him. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or not, because I know it's on Instagram, and he also put it on X. So I'm going to link both of them. Okay, I'm going to link the X one and the Instagram, for whichever one y'all use. Go follow him. This man is about that life, 100% about that life. And I love him and God bless him. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I can't make something like that. I could, but I don't. And like, why don't I? I'm extremely lazy. That's one. That's the big one. But then there's also, I feel like for me personally, that's supposed to be a reference to something. I just can't remember what the reference was supposed to be. Anyway, for me personally, I don't know. Okay, I'll explain like this. So earlier, like 10, 15 minutes earlier, I was sitting there drinking my coffee. I was sitting there singing, trying to chant something, right? Like, was it Kyrie eleison, right? Just chilling and chanting something. And I recorded it. And I was listening to the recording. And I was checking how I was singing. And then while I was checking how I was singing, I was observing in my head why I was checking the quality of my voice. And I was deep down checking the quality of my voice, not because I wanted to maximize prayer, but because I wanted to maximize appeal of my voice. And I noticed that. I was like, okay, well, glory to God that I was even able to notice that. And I'm like, that's not the purpose of the song. The purpose of the song is prayer. Then I'm recording this not to pray, but to sound nice, to get people to look at me. And that takes attention away from Christ. Yeah, okay, no, delete the video. You feel me? And so I'm like, I don't know, part of me is like, I'm extremely lazy. That's 100% all day, every day. Regarding the editing, because I don't have the energy to do it, and that kills me because I have an extreme passion for it. But also at the same time, it's like, for what I'm attempting to do, I don't think what I'm attempting to do, God being my help, it requires aesthetic beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like the monastery video from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago now at this point. I redid it. I started redoing it yesterday or the day before. Because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, if you got time to look at not so, spiritually friendly stuff, you probably got time to, work on this video a little bit. And I was like, Lord, you're right. I think I do. Let me try that. So I'm completely redoing it. I'm like completely redoing how I do. I thought of like a possibly streamlined way to do it. And I can also incorporate some of the other footage I caught outside of the actual interview itself. So I'm trying to like work that all into one thing. But even with that, when I'm looking at that, I'm trying to think, is it necessary to make it look aesthetically pleasing? You know what I mean? Like I'm cleaning up certain parts. I'm using this as an example and hopefully prove my overall point. Like I'm cutting out certain things and to make it flow a little bit. But I don't think I need to make it look pretty, because the purpose of that interview would not necessarily be it's not designed to be a product. I say that although like my YouTube stuff is monetized, I'm trying to I'm trying to buy some cookies. I like eating cookies from time to time. unfortunately, they don't sell Pop-Tarts here in Japan. Um, but I don't know, because like I'm not at all saying anything about my brother's content or people that actually are not terribly lazy people like me who actually put in work to beautify what they do for the glory of God. I'm just a lazy bastard. Full stop. No excuses. I, I just I just think for my stupid self, I just want to go and be like, hey, here's this. What y'all think? I don't know. Because I feel like I'm chatting with y'all. I don't really necessarily need to make it look pretty because I ain't a pretty person. I don't know. What y'all think? Am I being jealous? I am. I am being jealous. I'm going to answer that for y'all. I am being jealous. But is there anything to what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. Pray for me. Please pray for me. Um, that video, by the way, the thing I'm working on now should be like, I think close to 2 hours long, or like an hour and a half long. If I get it, if I cut it right, because what I'm trying to do is like I'm taking the main interview, which is like an hour and change, and like cutting it up into like 20-minute segments, and then in between the 20 minutes, I'm putting like 10, 15 minutes of stuff about the museum, because in the monastery they have this small room in the back that's dedicated to kind of like a little museum of the monastery and the history of Orthodoxy in Japan. And so I got stuff from that I'm just gonna like just put in there, so it's a bit like interview, museum, interview, museum, interview, museum, and then at the end it'll be like the end of it. And I'm just not gonna put subtitles. I don't care because that's way too much energy, and I can't focus on it. I can't. My mind just like I can't focus on it. So I'm just not gonna do it, because I think it's far more important that y'all at least have the information. You know what I'm saying? At least you experience it and say, hey, this exists. And that's I guess that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be like, yo, this exists. Check it out. And then I guess better people can actually make it look pretty. But my whole thing, I don't know, God willing, is like, yo, there's something cool over there. Go check it out. And I don't know. We'll go for, how long is this? 8 minutes. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Y'all pray for me. I'm stupid. I don't know nothing about nothing. I love y'all. Stay prayerful.